to Bitch How,
where we talk about whatever, whenever.
because why the fuck not?
I'm your host, Ruby.
And I'm your hostess.
Welcome. Hello and welcome back.
Hi.
Hello, Dizzy. How are you?
I'm well, Ruby. I have my coffee. How are you?
Me too. I have my Christmas, your Christmas cup.
Yeah.
Mine says, oh, snap.
Yes, and for those of you just listening, mine says slay all day. And
Slut all day.
Yes. Slut all day. That's me, of course.
Just kidding.
Well, welcome back again to those of you listening. Thank you so much to those of you watching. Thank you so much. We appreciate all the support we've gotten so far.
Yes.
This is our 4th episode, and just a reminder, please like and subscribe on all platforms.
That is Spotify.
YouTube.
Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did I say Spotify twice?
You said Spotify twice.
Okay. Correction. YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, Apple, Podcast.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's
I
it.
think I'm like missing one.
No, we have 4.
Yeah, so we're on all those. Please subscribe and like.
Yeah.
Get us followers, you know. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your granddaddy, tell everybody.
Tell everyone. And again, to another shout out to the majority of our listeners, the men out there.
What's up?
Sup, bro?
What's poppin'?
I know. But to the ladies too, and to the non-binary folk, we don't discriminate.
To everybody, hello.
Everybody. All right, so Ruby,
Yes.
what are we talking about?
So today's topic will be a little bit of family, a little bit of Christmas, a little bit of the LGBTQ community.
LGBTQ.
That's what I said.
No, you said LBGT. You keep fucking it up, and that's fine.
I'm dyslexic.
We stand an ally for sure.
To all of them.
To all of them.
To all the L's, the B's, the Q's, the T's.
G's.
The G's.
All the letters.
All the letters. Yeah, so that's going to be today's topic. So we're going to go with, I think, Christmas first, right?
Yeah, we're going with Christmas.
Okay. So first question, our first topic would be about Christmas. We don't really have Christmas traditions.
No, not at all. Well, for those of you listening that don't celebrate Christmas,
You're missing out.
no, we understand, especially if it's like Hanukkah, because we have family who
That's
does
true.
Celebrate Hanukkah. So happy belated Hanukkah to those of you listening. And yeah, but we celebrate Christmas.
We do.
And we don't have traditions whatsoever. I mean, there's
food and gifts.
There's food and gifts. And there's at times football, and that's about it.
That's it.
But Ruby, so I mean, our family's a little bit different during Christmas. Mm-hmm. So what is your family like during the holidays?
My family's pretty chill.
Yeah.
You know, it's mostly gifts, food. Well, actually, not in that order. It would be food. Okay, actually, hell not in that order. It would be get there, make the food, or finish making the food, then eat, then chill,
Hell yeah.
then drink, and then gifts.
We stand a drinker.
And then probably sleep over because we're fucked up.
Yeah.
But I know your Christmas is hella early, so we can't even like...
Yeah, our family is naturally early risers, and growing up, we would always rise early and open the gifts, and then eat the food. Even if it's not breakfast food, we eat it for breakfast. And,
Yeah.
And then, of course, it's 5 o'clock somewhere on Christmas, so we're drinking, and I think that it allows us that if there's any shenanigans going on at nighttime, or if the bar's open down the street, we can just go fucking party.
Yeah.
And just get all the familial ties out of the way.
Yeah, I think Christmas with your family is 9.
Yeah.
10.
On or around. I mean, they like to say, it's just no, you can come over at 12, but literally we would get a text at 7. It's just when are you coming over?
Yeah, that's every year.
Every year.
Every single year. Be here at 12.
Yeah, but it also depends on whose house it was. I think last year, actually, it was here at my house. Christmas was here at my house because I remember I wore the bunny suit from...
oh, yeah, it was.
And we sang karaoke, and I was drunkenly depressed singing karaoke.
I think your brother was here, no? Josh was here?
Joshua was not here.
Or was it Thanksgiving?
Josh was here in the March time frame.
Way off.
Yeah, but that's okay. I mean, Hey, it's 3 months, so
way off.
It all blends in COVID. You know what I mean?
It does.
Like, so, yeah, I was here last year, and
it was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I always like hosting Christmas. I always like hosting in general, just because I don't have to drive and drink.
Yeah, you can just leave your house.
I can just leave my house, and like I don't even drink and drive anyway. Like if I end up drinking, I'll walk home because I live that close to my parents' house.
Or you'll wait. Or you'll wait.
Yeah, like I'll pass out.
Yeah.
And like wait until I'm sober. But
yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
So Christmas is very different with our families.
Yeah, your Christmas is chill, as you stated. Mine's not.
Yes, it's crazy.
Mine's chaotic. My family's a very chaotic family, and that's okay. Every now and again, chaos is needed because sometimes life is too boring.
Especially with COVID.
Exactly.
You need a little extra something.
Yeah, and I mean, as long as we're just like hanging out and just being around each other and just, showing that we love one another, I think that's what matters.
Yeah, and I think Christmas, your parents' house is always like you said, food, or actually, it's always gifts, food.
It's always gifts,
and then
food.
some type of game.
Yeah.
And the game of choice is always Cards Against Humanity.
Always, because we love
that game.
Terrible humans.
We love that game. Oh my God, if you guys would know the cards that Desi got the other day, bro.
Yo, I always end up getting the question being like, what's my vagina like or something, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, what's coming out of my vagina?
Yeah, what's coming out of my vagina, and fucking dad will get the winning card, and I'm like, that's disgusting.
It's a little creepy. It's a little, but it's hilarious because he always has the best card.
He does.
I think he unintentionally does it. Like, he just puts a card down just to put a card down.
Yeah.
But it's always the best card.
It is always the best card. I remember, this wasn't my dad, actually, just reverting back to a game of Cards Against Humanity. My grandmother at one point didn't know what pixelated bukkake was.
I didn't know what that was.
Which, for those of you who don't know,
tell them. Just Google it.
It's disgusting.
Just Google it.
But the card I remember distinctly was, what does grandma find oddly satisfying? And she put down pixelated bukkake. And I did exactly what Ruby did.
I just almost spit out my coffee.
Liquids came out my nose. I was crying, laughing. It was, and she's like, I don't even know what that is. Being all innocent. I'm like, Grandma, you know what the fuck that is.
You know, damn straight.
You know exactly. You have kids. You know what that is. But anyway,
she do know what it is.
Yeah. Overall, sort of running back, that's my family. My family's very chaotic, but
yeah,
it's okay.
It's okay. Everybody has their quirks,
Exactly.
I think we're just. It's cool.
Yeah, it's
entertaining for sure.
For sure. Like, I don't know how many times we've always said there needs to be hidden cameras in the house.
A lot.
Just because of the shit that pops off in that house.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And it's never in a disrespectful manner either. It's just like...
No, it's just that's how they are.
Yeah.
Especially when there's drinks. You get a show.
What do you mean, especially if there's drinks?
When there's drinks.
Oh, it's like there's drinks.
Excuse me. Especially when there is drinks.
Yeah.
It's chaotic.
Just like, do you want Kahlua in your coffee, or are we popping a bottle of red? That's pretty much what it is.
Or do you want a margarita?
Oh,
which one?
God, my mom makes the best.
No. You know the drink for Christmas is for them is Bloody Marys.
Ooh. Yeah.
They're disgusting.
Oh my God, we're almost to Christmas, and I'm getting really excited about it.
You guys had a lot of Bloody Marys when we went to New Orleans.
Yes, because you can drink your calories, and that's how you lose weight, especially with how much walking we did.
We did a lot of
walking. But yeah, that's my Christmas, and
yeah.
Your I think I've never had Christmas at your parents', but I can only imagine, just because I've been to their house for parties, that it's just amazing. And
it's pretty chill.
Like, I love your family. Like, your parents are so nice, and I love your brothers. Your brothers are hella chill, and then fucking Nena, like her sister.
She's just a tornado.
She is, but she's like the perfect opposite of you. Yeah. Like, y'all are the same because you're both pretty chaotic, but you're a more chill chaos. Like, she's just, let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for sure.
Especially when never mind, I can't even say that. Never mind.
Keep some anonymity.
She is really cool, though.
Yeah.
I think out of all my siblings, her and Saul are the crazy ones.
Oh, yeah.
Brian's the chill one.
Yeah, Brian's definitely chill. Yeah, Saul's very crazy. For sure.
That man.
But yeah, I mean, speaking of, siblings, how was your life growing up?
That was smooth.
Look at that transition.
That was smooth.
I know.
I'm going to give that to you.
I can transition pretty well. Anyway.
It was, you said in my childhood. My childhood was pretty good. You know, we never had, from other people, we've had a pretty Disney childhood, Mm-hmm. Not a lot of people have good childhoods. Some of them are really traumatic and stuff. Ours was pretty good, I would say.
Yeah.
We didn't have much money or we didn't have all these fancy shit, but, our parents always did what they could for us. And, that's good.
Yeah.
That's appreciated. Mm-hmm. We didn't take many trips as kids because, it was 4 of us, 4 kids. And at the time when we were wanting to travel, my sister was like 3, 4.
Yeah.
So, nobody wants to travel with a 4-year-old.
And kids are hella expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're already buying diapers. You're buying clothes. You're buying food. The last thing you want to do is buy a trip that you can't afford,
Exactly.
So, but whenever we got to travel, it was really cool. I remember our first trip to Reno. Mm-hmm. Oh, my parents.
Tell us about it.
I love my parents. So our first trip to Reno, I can't remember if... Okay, so we went to Reno for the first time, right? I was like 10, 11, 12. Around that age.
13, 14, 15.
I was around that age. Okay, leave me alone. I was around that age, and we went to Reno for the first time ever. Bro, tell me why. We had no snow clothes because we didn't know how cold it was going to be, so we didn't buy snow clothes.
Yeah.
And obviously, I don't know why, but we didn't get any snow clothes. Anyways, we went, and those construction worker gloves? Like the ones that have the blue at the bottom and just a thing on top? We took those gloves to the snow.
That's incredible.
It was hilarious. But you know what? That makes memories.
Yeah.
Even though we didn't have much and, my parents did what they could, we had really good memories.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. How was your childhood?
It was good. I can't complain because, when you think of, like, how other people grew up, I didn't grow up bad. Bad.
She is bad.
No, I just... What I appreciated about growing up is that early on, my family learned the value of working hard and just making sure that if you set your mind to something that you're gonna go get it. And that's like why my family, we're a bunch of go-getters, and that's why we're at where we are in our lives. But as far as like, mentality, at least for me, because it was different for all the siblings. Yeah. Because I'm the middle child, and I was the only girl within the house because my sister lived with her mom. I would get kind of made fun of, which, kids will be kids, that happens. But it's just like, I was getting bullied at school too. And you want to like come home to like a safe haven. And when you're like getting kind of bullied at home, it's like, okay, well, what do I do? And like, I would always, come home to like just going up to my room and listening to music. And in a way it was sad, but at the same time, it's kind of like, I think that's like, it was good because I am a very chill person now. And I think that like reverts to like the fact that I didn't do much in the chaos. Like I still like, I played sports and everything, but like I didn't put my all into some of the sports because Dylan was like the star and I wasn't, but that's okay.
Well, hey, you know what? She's the sport person now. Look at her.
I know.
You can't see, but there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 trophies over there. And
medals.
Okay. And 2 trophies over there.
And then 3 trophies up there.
And then 3 trophies up there. So now she is a star over here.
When I find something that I like, I go for it. And we're speaking about bikini competitions and bodybuilding, and that's me.
Those are her trophies.
That's me, sis. But Yeah, I mean, also another thing that was like a little bit difficult growing up is that, I mean, because I am a part of the queer community, I didn't know I was a part of the queer community growing up, and I would always find it difficult that I was a little bit different than my siblings. And I would always wonder, like, well, I'm attracted to boys, but I'm also attracted to that girl over there. Like, who is she? And like that was from a very early age.
I was just gonna ask that. Like, how old are you?
I want to say my first girl crush, I was 5, and it was some chick at church.
So it's fair to say that kids know.
Yeah.
Pretty early.
Yeah, and I mean, again, I identify as queer and pansexual because I don't necessarily identify as like, I don't fall in love with body parts. I fall in love with spirits and people. So it's just, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't until like I kissed my first girl in high school that I was like,
you're like, that's it.
I was just like, I like this too. Like I kissed guys and I was like, I like this. But when I kissed girls, I was like, I like this too. This is great.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I read a story about this little kid who, I think he was born a girl. Or I can't remember, but it was.
Did he transition?
Yeah, like okay. He was. I think he was a. Oh no, he was born a boy.
Okay.
It was a boy. And at 4, 5, he knew like, okay, I want to be a girl, and his mom was like, here, go for it. Like,
yeah. So she was a male to female transition.
Yeah, but okay. I mean, she's still little, so it's not like, you know.
Yeah.
But she kind of knew like, this is what I want to be, and this is what I feel like. And that's so insane to me that people that, or not people, but like kids that early realize what they want to be. And I honestly did a lot of research on this to where I was like, do kids really know?
Yeah.
You know? But like, they do.
Kids are smart. They know. And I mean, even me being a part of the community, I still have to research things at times because, I mean, you asked me the other day what intersexual was, and I still don't know what that is.
Yeah, we did a lot of research on that.
Yeah, but I just know what I am. And
that's what matters.
If anything happens, or if I encounter anybody who identifies as non-binary or demisexual or any gender or any sexuality, I'm gonna do the research to make sure I understand who they are. I mean, similar to like how I am with zodiac signs. I would be like, oh, that makes sense.
That's Desi.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna get into the LGBTQ community part.
Look at you, bitch.
It's right here.
I know.
I always say the opposite.
Yes.
But it's okay. It's right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know what? I didn't know that there are so many flags for different people. Like you said, you're pansexual, and I think your flag is.
I think it's like pink, yellow, and blue or some shit.
Let me try to find it.
Or like purple, yellow, and blue.
Okay. So your flag is pink, yellow, and blue. And I think there's like 15 flags.
There's multiple flags.
Yeah, there's a lot of flags for different things. And that's insane because I did not know that. Just like I didn't know that every color on the regular flag, on the
queer flag.
Yeah, it has meanings. Like each color has meaning. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's the rainbow flag definitely has its history for sure.
Yeah.
And each color represents
something.
A different aspect of the LGBTQ plus community.
And I'm here to tell you what it is if you don't know, because I didn't know. I was surprised when I saw this. I was like, really? I thought it was just colors. But no. And it's insane because that's cool. That made no sense. Okay. So I didn't know there was pink in a rainbow, but there's pink in this one. So pink means sex, your favorite.
Yes.
Red means life. Orange means healing. Yellow means the sun. Green means nature. Turquoise means art and magic. Blue means serenity. And purple means the spirit.
I love how yellow is like, it's just the sun, bitch.
It's just the sun. I think I like orange from all of these.
Is that, I mean, that's your favorite color, right?
I mean, it's kind of one of my favorite colors, but I think I just like the meaning of it, like healing. Yeah. Like, and serenity too. Like I feel like those are pretty cool on here. Yeah. I don't know much about nature. What would the nature part mean?
Honestly, I still would have to do some research into exactly like what it means. Yeah. I mean, I know it's not just like physical nature. It's more of like maybe
the
like
nature of
the
your
spirit.
Body.
Yeah, the nature of your body, the spirit of nature, just like what it represents exactly.
Yeah, but my favorite part on here is healing. because I mean, with everything, there's always judgment, you know.
Yeah.
Especially when you're different. I feel like there's always room for people to judge you and like criticize you and, you know, just be mean.
Yeah, and I mean that's, you know, people don't know everything. Like, you don't know what you don't know. Like, that's why whenever people are like, oh, you don't have any common sense, it's like there's no such thing, because you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
But if you are different from somebody who is in the queer community, sometimes that probably could be a little bit threatening, because again, you don't know. Like, you can't grasp around it unless you actually do the research.
Right.
And that was my struggle. Like, I didn't come out officially until, I didn't really come out officially. So hi guys, I'm coming out.
Just queer.
I shouldn't say, well, I came out to a certain family.
Yeah.
Just not to like, y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't really come out until I was 17. Mm-hmm. And I remember coming out to my mom, and
it was not what you expected.
No, I thought I was bisexual, because again, I liked both men and women. Of course, I was still discovering like what I wanted in a partner. And it wasn't what I expected. It wasn't bad. It
just wasn't what you expected.
Yeah, it just wasn't what I was expected. And then I never officially really came out to my father. I always told him, I was just like, I find her attractive.
I think he just kind of knew.
Yeah, I think he knew, because he's very intuitive with me.
Yeah. So for those that don't know what pansexual is, like I didn't know. You know what? I didn't know what it meant until I met you. Yeah. I was never really into that. I just kind of let people do what they want to do, because they should be able to. So when Desi told me, I was like, well, what does that mean? Remember I asked you? So if you guys don't know, like I didn't know, pansexual means, and this is Google's meaning. Term. Okay, so pansexuality is a romantic, emotional, and or sexual attraction to people regardless of their gender. Excuse me. Like everyone else, pansexual people may be attracted to some people and not others, but the gender of the person does not matter. People of any gender identity can and do identify as pansexual. Yeah. So that means that you like anybody regardless of what they are.
Yeah, again, gender and sexuality doesn't really matter. I like who I like. You know?
That's good.
Like, there was this one comedy special that had a lot of controversy, but it made so much sense, talking about LGBTQ community, and it was like personifying each letter, and one of the letters, of course, was Q, queer, and they said that the queer went up to the car and said, I don't know what's going on in here, but I sure like what I see. And I'm like, that is me to a fucking T.
That is definitely you. So for you that don't know what LGBTQ means.
LGBTQ.
Oh my God. I can't speak, okay?
Bitch, rewind it back. You didn't say
Okay,
it.
I'm sorry. Let's go back to it. I'm sorry for you guys. LGBTQ plus. That's what that is. Okay, so I'm giving you meanings right now. I think the easiest one is the LGBTQ, right?
Yes.
Because there's a lot of
alphabets for sure, and a lot of letters.
A lot of alphabets.
A lot of letters. A lot of letters in the alphabet.
So it would be lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, or questioning. Those are the means. Yeah. But
there's also IA, intersex,
asexual, and ally. Yep. So I don't know what those three mean, but
ally.
That's Desi's part.
Yeah, I'm in the plus, so I'm a P, but I'm also Q.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah.
Intersex is a variation in sex characteristics, including chromosomes or genitals, that do not allow an individual to be distinctly identified as male or female.
Oh, so like XXY, XYY. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for that.
Yeah. So, one of my questions was, how do you feel? Okay, so let's say you had kids, right? Yep. Obviously, you're in the letters, right?
The queer community, yes.
Yeah. So if you had a child who was like, Mom, I think I want to do this, like, how young is too young? Or will you just be like, okay, just go for it?
Honestly, I mean, again, I'm the type of person that's like, you're the only one that's living your life. And if I have a child that identifies in that community, one, I'd be like, welcome to the club, sis. But two, just, as long as my child's happy.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. I don't want them to make choices that they're going to regret later on. So, of course, that's where my motherly instinct may come in. But at the same time, it's just like if my kid becomes queer, then he or she will be, or they will become queer. And if they want to become a drag queen or king or a drag artist, I would love it. Like, it doesn't matter. It truly doesn't matter as long as people are happy. I guess just going back to how I am an empath, so I absorb energies, and I just like the good energies, and as long as there's good energy.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, everybody's allowed to live how they want to live, and it sucks that nowadays it's always seen as a bad thing, or, oh, there's something wrong with them, or,
Yeah.
And I feel like just with toys, like, there's a lot of kids who can't play with certain toys because they're like, oh, that's a girl toy, that's a boy toy. And it sucks because, like, what if that kid is, not even just kids, like, adults nowadays, like, they can't even express who they really are because they get judged so much, and it's like, just let them be who they are. Like Caitlyn Jenner, it took him years it took her years to become who she wanted to become, and she was already old,
Yeah.
And that sucks for a lot of people because people don't get that option.
Yeah, and I mean, she was also somewhat blessed that she had the money to transition, because there are some transgender children or adults that don't have the money to do that or do the operations. But I mean, again, if you want to live your life the way you want to live it, don't let anyone stop you. It's just, what I can say is that I wish I came out sooner, because then I could just live my authentic life as I am now versus like
hiding it from people.
A
lot of people don't get that support though.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if I'm going to get support from this after we, get done editing this podcast. But at the same time, it's just like, I know who supports me. And that's what matters. It doesn't matter if people who are listening don't support it. I mean, if you don't support it, don't support it.
Yeah, it is what it is.
That's fine. Just don't be disrespectful to me, because I'm not going to be disrespectful to you.
Right. And that goes with just anybody, not just you. Like, don't be disrespectful to people that are just trying to be themselves.
Exactly.
Because I know that if I was a certain way, I wouldn't want people disrespecting me, just like I wouldn't disrespect people for what they like or what they want to be,
Yeah.
So always keep that in mind. Teach your kids to be respectful. Teach your parents to be respectful. Respectful, not disrespectful. That,
Don't ever teach anybody to be disrespectful.
Yeah, don't ever do that. I'm just saying, like, have everybody's back, Nowadays, there's so much hatred and everything, and that sucks. Yeah. Gotta teach love and,
Yeah, we gotta come
unity.
together. With that said, thank you for listening.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, we appreciate you. We love you. Please, again, follow us on all streaming platforms.
Bitch How.
Also, Bitch How Pod, at Desiree Grace, and at Rubeezy on Instagram. Yeah. And we are only on Instagram. I'd like to point that out.
And please go to all of our podcast places, like Apple, Spotify, Anchor, and if you want to watch the video of us making weird faces and, all that, go to YouTube. We appreciate you guys. We love you. Stay true to yourself. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.